I'm joined today by Sherry Holmes. Sherry, thank you so much for joining us. You're out in Ontario today. How are things going with you today?
Oh, thanks so much for having me. You know what? It's not too bad. Ontario's still a little bit on the chilly side, so I could do with some warmer weather when I'm stuck home, but that's all right.
Well, Sherry, one of the things that we wanted to talk about, obviously, during this pandemic, a lot of things have changed. You're known for your shows on television, along with your dad and your brother. Um, how have things changed now for you guys? First of all, with production, I assume you probably had a lot of things that were on the go or getting ready to go.
Yes, ma'am. We were actually in the middle of filming a new series with CTV, and unfortunately, we couldn't keep filming that show. So not only did the construction have to stop, the filming had to stop, and now I'm just at home with my 1-year-old daughter, and so it's very different that way. That I didn't take much of a maternity leave, and now I am spending that extra time with her, which is wonderful. But it's really hard to take a step back from work and just to see the differences that are going on in the world. It's really crazy.
Now, you have basically grown up on a construction site your entire life almost. How do you see things changing, Sherry, going forward now? Because we've got the social distancing. We don't really know how this is all going to play out. How do you see things going forward with building homes and businesses?
Well, so far, I think it has been kept social distance. So any job sites that were already on the go could sometimes still be kept. So my husband's still at work. As long as trades stay apart, and like you have to, they literally work in almost shifts to stay away from each other. And I think a lot of that's going to stick around for the next little while because we have to start opening things up eventually and continue our work. So what I think is going to happen in the future is just kind of going to be a little bit more quieter job sites. But it could be good. It's going to take a little bit longer to get done, but at the same time, at least everyone's safe, and we can take our time and do our job right.
Now, Sherry, we were originally scheduled to do this interview to talk about the skills competition, national and Alberta, but unfortunately both of those have been cancelled. Alberta is doing a virtual version still, but one of the things that you really work on promoting is women in the trades. How was it for you? I mean, obviously you're in a little bit of a different scenario because your dad kind of brought you to the site younger, but how was it for you when you're promoting this, and what are some of the things that you tell women who want to enter the trades or who are thinking about entering a trade?
Well, first of all, it's so sad that all the Skills Canada competitions and everything had to be canceled, but it is understandable. Everyone has to keep safe. They do such a wonderful job promoting youth and women in the trades. It's amazing. And I am lucky with the way that I grew up in the trades. I had kind of a built-in mentor, so I had someone to look up to and someone to talk to. Being a woman in a male-dominated industry can be really, really intimidating. So the biggest thing I like to tell people is find someone you can talk to. Be brave and just go for it. Work as hard as you can and prove to everyone that you're there to learn and do your best.
Now, I noticed too on a lot of your shows too, you bring a lot of women into the job site to do exactly what men are doing pretty much right from the beginning. Do you go around, Sherry, to a lot of different events as well and talk about promoting women in the trades and answer questions? Because it can be an intimidating place for women to be.
Yes, ma'am. I absolutely try to. I've done a lot prior to getting my pregnancy, of course, because I had to stay a bit more at home than usual. But yes, I was traveling a lot and going to see different events and talk to women who want to get in the trades. I think it's very, very important to educate women and the youth and how to go about it and what viable career options you have. I know for me, I did not think I could do this as a career. I thought it was a fun thing to do on weekends with my dad. So it really took some pushing, and it takes knowledge. You have to get out there and try new things, and you have to just go for it. And you might be amazing at something you never expected you would be.
And I guess now's the time, Sherry, in the pandemic, people do have some time on their hands. And unfortunately, with some schools and colleges, they've had to cut classes short. But if people are thinking for the future, now would be a really good time to do some research and find out, look online where you can go, what's involved, that sort of thing. What do you recommend for sites if people are looking to try and find out information about getting into the trades?
Of course. I would definitely check out Skills Canada first and foremost. They throw events for elementary schools called Try a Trades. Obviously, you can't go to that now, but you get to try different trades. So even if you're stuck at home, you can use the internet. Check out different things that might interest you. You're at home, maybe try small DIYs here and there. You can use YouTube videos to see how to do things and just see how things feel in your hand and what you may or may not be interested in.
And now, Sherry, if anybody wants to kind of follow you and see what you've been doing during the pandemic and some of the Facebook Lives and information that you've been giving out, what's the best way to follow you?
Follow me on Instagram, and I'm just at Sherry Holmes, or Facebook, which is Sherry Holmes again. I think I'm fairly easy to find, and I try to post as many videos as I can, keep keeping up with the baby, and hopefully I'm interesting.
All right, Sherry, well, thank you so much for speaking with us today. I wish it was under different circumstances, but perhaps when things get rolling again, we can chat again about how everything's opening up and everything is just booming in the trades again. So thank you so much for speaking with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.